Maya had always been the quiet type. She preferred the comfort of books, the rustling of pages, and the smell of old leather-bound volumes over the noisy bustle of college life. The university library was her sanctuary, a place where she could escape the demands of assignments and lectures. It was also the one place she felt truly at home. On a chilly autumn afternoon, Maya was deep into her chemistry textbook, highlighting passages about molecular structures, when she noticed someone new in her usual corner. He was sitting at the table across from hers, his headphones on, eyes glued to a laptop screen. His messy brown hair was just long enough to fall into his eyes, and he had an easy, relaxed way about him that was hard to ignore. She had seen him around campus, but they had never spoken. He was Alex, a sophomore in the engineering program, who seemed to know everyone in their class, always surrounded by groups of friends. Maya didn't know what it was, but she found herself stealing glances at him as he typed away on his laptop, his lips moving slightly as if he were talking to himself. The next day, the universe nudged them closer together. Maya arrived early at the library and found her usual spot at the same table. Just as she sat down, she noticed a piece of paper sticking out from beneath her chemistry book. Curiosity piqued, she unfolded it and found a doodled diagram of a molecule. Only this time, the atoms were arranged to form a small heart. Maya's heart skipped a beat. Had she left that there? No, it was clearly someone else's handwriting, but who? She looked around the library, scanning the room. Her gaze landed on Alex. He was sitting at the same table, tapping away at his laptop, completely unaware of her attention. She smiled to herself, amused by the unexpected gesture, but she decided not to make a big deal out of it. After all, it was just a silly little doodle. She went back to her studying, trying to shake off the slight flutter in her chest. For the next few days, more little notes appeared, mostly sketches of molecules, atoms, and even the occasional pun about chemistry. They were playful, lighthearted, and a welcome distraction from the pressure of finals approaching. Each note made Maya's heart race a little faster. But she couldn't bring herself to speak to Alex directly. It was easier to pretend the notes were just a coincidence, even though they were too perfect to ignore. Then, one afternoon, as she sat down, ready to dive into her notes, she noticed a new note folded neatly in the middle of her chemistry book. This time it was different, more personal. The handwriting read, "I think you're the missing piece in my equation. Would you like to grab coffee sometime?" Maya's fingers trembled as she picked it up. Her pulse quickened. Could it really be? She looked across the table at Alex, who was glancing up from his laptop with a sheepish grin. He had been watching her reaction. "Hi," Alex said, his voice warm and inviting. "I hope that wasn't too forward. I wasn't sure how to start a conversation, but I saw you studying here a lot and, well, I thought I'd give it a shot." Maya laughed, her nerves instantly melting away. I think I'm the one who should apologize. I've been reading your notes for days, trying to figure out who they were from. I'm Maya, by the way." Alex's eyes sparkled. "I'm Alex. I guess I'm a little shy, too, when it comes to this kind of thing." They both chuckled, the tension easing between them. After a few more minutes of shy but warm conversation, they agreed to meet for coffee the next day. That afternoon was the beginning of something neither of them expected but both deeply wanted. They spent the next few weeks talking about everything. Studies, favorite books, their dreams for the future. Maya found herself looking forward to every coffee date, every study session, every moment they spent together. Alex had a way of making her feel seen, not just as the quiet, studious girl in the library, but as someone with a voice that mattered. As finals passed and the semester came to an end, their friendship blossomed into something more. Late-night walks around campus, surprise notes in her books, and their shared love for quirky, science jokes filled the days with laughter and warmth. Maya discovered that Alex was much more than just a cute guy in her library corner. He was her best friend, someone who understood her quirks and ambitions. By the time the school year ended, they had become inseparable. One evening, as they sat on a bench beneath the fading pink and orange sky, Alex turned to Maya, his eyes soft. "I guess we finally solved the equation, huh?" he said, a playful grin tugging at his lips. Maya smiled, feeling a rush of warmth. "I think so," she replied, her heart full. "Will you be my girlfriend, Maya?" Alex asked, his voice sincere and full of hope. Maya didn't need to think twice. "Yes," she whispered, the words feeling like they had been waiting in her heart for just the right moment. The next year, they found themselves studying together more than ever, making memories in between lab sessions and coffee dates. Their love, just like their friendship grew deeper every day. And as they walked across campus together, hand in hand, they knew that the chemistry between them was just as real as the molecules they studied. Maya had never imagined that a library, a few notes, and a shared love for science would lead to the most beautiful love story of her life. But sometimes life had a way of writing its own equations. And for her and Alex, the solution was simple. They were meant to be.